Howdy folks, Craig's your Senior Hot Nuts Diecast. Checking in with you with a little funny story. You might have seen the recent Bone Shaker brawl over there at Blue Line Racing. Well, as it turns out, I built two cars identical, but not necessarily on purpose. What ended up happening was this first one I built with about, maybe 10 days to spare, shipping time included, to get the car finished and to the race after, talking to Tim, and just working something out. And got the invite, went ahead and sent it. But guess what? Sent it to the P.O. box that he no longer has. Hadn't had for like 6 months. It's been a minute since I raced at Blue Line. So, consequently, I had about, 5 days to come up with another car and get it shipped in time to get it to the event, which I was able to do. So I spent maybe, I don't know, a couple of days, 3 days at the most working on this off and on, with a total of maybe 8 hours into it, which is a fairly quick build. A lot of people take more time and, stretch it out. But I had to get it done, get it out and get it in the mail. Unfortunately, mailed it to the wrong place. This one, I knocked that out in about 3 hours in one night. And obviously I had to take some shortcuts that I wasn't able to do, and wait for things to dry and other preparation, treatments, whatnot. But I was able to do my normal axle treatment to this new car, same as I did on the first one. The weight distribution is a little different, simply because I didn't have the exact same count and the same amount of the same weights, tungsten weights, for the second build, because I put them in the first one. But the rest of it's similar, obviously identical paint, decals, wheels. So I just want to see which one's faster out of the two. After that long ass intro, let's see what they do. And I can't see it behind the track. You'll see the results here. You'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, I got the skunk ape track in the way right now. But let's see what we got here. An 8.4 to an 8.6. So that first one, the very first car I built, beat him by that little amount. I'm going to swap lanes here. Alright, so we've swapped lanes here. We got the built-in 3-hour version on the right-hand side, the one that actually raced at the tournament, and then the one that probably had more like 8 hours worth of time building over a span of about 3 days. So let's see what the results are. The first lap, the original car, the first one, ran a 1.484 versus a 1.486. See what we do when we swap. Alright. Same results. Car that had a little bit more prep time ran a better time. Not necessarily an elite time, but when you're talking 10,000ths of a second. But when you're in the elite times, it's much closer. But yeah, working on it. Appreciate all the tips and help you guys have given me. Yeah, I just wasn't quite satisfied with that last result. We're going to run them a couple more times here. See what they do. We'll just get warmed up. See, 7.3. But still, the one that's faster is the one I took the most time to build. 99. So just to clarify things, these were both quick builds. I mean, quicker than I normally take. I am, known to procrastinate, like some people out there. I don't know. But yeah, you could do it in whatever time you can. Everybody's schedules are different. I tend to overindulge when it comes to entering races, and I tend to pay for it as well. And the results, So my new philosophy, now that I'm hosting, I'm going to actually pump the brakes on entering races, be more of a quality over quantity type thing. I mean, I'm having fun, there's no doubt about it, but I do want to do more hosting. I'm at some point going to try to figure out how to squeeze an open track into this garage, but I have a lot of work to do there. A lot of things to move, get rid of inside the house, and various things before I can attempt that. But that's on the horizon. That's something I'm looking into. But yeah, just normally I do build cars, you know, well ahead and try to get them in the mail, but I'm always testing and tweaking. So sometimes I procrastinate on shipping them. But the longer you spend, the quality you put into it, the build, the better the results are going to be. And I have learned a lot about tubes recently, watching one of Tim's videos that he put out there, one of the shorts he did recently, and just a lot of other advice in axle polishing, various components that need to be deburred, sanded, polished. It's all about the maximum amount of friction loss. If you can alleviate any friction at any contact surface, that's the way you gotta think about it. Weight distribution probably second, depending on the type of racing you're doing. But yeah, it's not rocket surgery, but it does take quite a bit of research, development, testing, experimentation, and then some helpful knowledge from a lot of good people out there. And I do appreciate everybody that has given me any kind of advice, tips, shared your way of prepping things. It's helped me tremendously. I've obviously gotten a little bit faster recently, so taking a lot of that into my memory banks, applying a little wisdom from things that I've experimented with myself, putting it all together, and hopefully coming up with some kind of a winning formula here in the not too distant future, because it sucks to lose, right? Let's win something. That's right. Always striving for perfection and reaching for more and looking for more speed. Just get faster. Just that easy. Alright, we're going to see here how our top two personal collection contenders are doing tonight. Got my noodle head there and my 67 Camaro I built for the cavalcade to take on the winner. Let's see how he's doing tonight. Still got to keep note of my own personal track records here, even though Tim shattered the existing one, which at the time was a 1.468, and this noodle head just ran a 1.463. Alright, little lane swapperoonie here. So my Camaro, when I was doing the video for the race, actually ran a 1.461, I believe was its fastest time. So made a mental note of that. I'll go back and review that footage, but I do want to put it on the board just so I have note of it. Under Tim's, obviously 1.456, much faster time, but I gotta have something to shoot for even in my own ranks and building too, and I want consistency so I can test the track, lane versus lane, and make sure the track is in balance for future races. So always good to have a couple of really good consistent vehicles, for nothing else, even if it's not your fastest time on your home's track. So you got to keep digging and keep trying new stuff. Sometimes you got to do a little refresher, revisit the car, take it back to the speed shop. But looky there, Camaro pulls it out with a 1.462. Now that's what I'm talking about. Right, swap them one more time now that they're warmed up a little bit. Noodle head. Yep. Slow down to that lane. There might be a little something going on with that lane. Let me calibrate the track. Alright, I figured out what happened. I didn't have the lights on. Track lights got to be on for these cars to perform consistently. Once again, thank you to all my friends that have sent stickers. If you guys out there hadn't sent me a sticker yet, please do. I've got plenty of room on other walls, and there'll be more sign homage for future races. Send me whatever stickers and cool stuff y'all want to, and I'll reciprocate. I've got some stuff I'll send y'all too. Keep it fun, man. That's what it's all about. Having a great time in the hobby. But I want to win more. You know what I mean? Check that out. Now we're talking. What kind of consistency we can get after swapping lanes. 1.463 versus 1.464 last time. Merrill squeaked it out that last time. Realist Headius 1.463 once again. Yeah, there seems to be something afoot here with lane 1 being a little faster. Let's see what we got going here. Yeah, see the Camaro beats the Noodlehead. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that little thrown together video. It's some footage that was shot a few days back, so I just kind of threw it all together. Thought it'd be something you guys would get a kick out of. But yeah, we're getting ready to start some more builds here. Just threw a few cars out here, messing around, playing with the diorama a little bit. Gonna get into some modifying here shortly, but anyways, just wanted to say thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the track. Craigster Sr. checking out.